Hey, it's Klaus here with another episode of the Ecommerce Coffee Break. This time we're talking about copywriting for your product detail page. So let's dive right into it. To give you an example how important copywriting is, I have a couple of stores that I want to show you. Let's start with the first one. They're all in the same niche or industry, talking about golf clubs. Now, I have absolutely no clue about golfing whatsoever, and it makes it actually easier. So let's have a look at this site. This site, if I scroll down and we look into the copywriting, there is basically no copywriting. So all they do is they list the features and some options, and then have a little bit of a video here and then a sizing chart, and then directly go into customer reviews. So there is no focus on the benefits for the buyer. They obviously review on Trustpilot and whatsoever to build up trust. But in regards to the product itself, there is not much text here. Now, obviously, that's hurting you. You should always lead with the benefits and then have a overview of the features only in second place. So this store is not doing that at all. It's a bad example for a product page, and they're losing out potentially on a lot of sales here. Now let's go into another site, and this one here, you see they have a little bit more on copywriting already here. So if you scroll down there is like 4 paragraphs with text, and they are definitely touching on the benefits for the golfer. So you see here, you get more distance, more predictability where your ball goes and whatsoever. What I don't like on this page here, this is a little bit of a wall of text. So there's too many rows. Reading on a screen, especially a mobile device, is particularly difficult. So I would break up all this text a little bit more. I would potentially also take a different font that's easier to read and increase the font size. But overall, you see here, they have invested in copywriting and much more. Now, what's missing here, interesting enough, is more the feature list. So they don't have a feature list here, which again hurts your conversions, because these are questions that your customer will have when it comes to the product. So also this has a 5 out of 10, but already better than the first store we saw. Now let's go on the next page here. So this page, and you can see here they lead with an image, and they have their text nicely broken up. You see here, they have a headline here, which makes it easier to see what the article or the paragraph is about. And they are also leading with the benefits of why you should use this. Now, the thing that I find hard here to understand, it's really like the lingo of a golf player. So for me as a non-golf player, it's a little bit difficult to understand what all these special terms here, these words mean. So it's really technical. Would possibly not be easy for a beginner in golfing to understand all of these things. So on this one, for instance, I would go and try to make it easier to read and open it to a broader public, to be honest. And then they have specifications here, which are sort of in the range of features. But again, I would also add more features here. So getting better and better. Now, the next page I want to show you is a leader in the space. It's Callaway Golf. And you see here they have a video going here. And now if we scroll down, it's nicely broken up. So they have a left-right thing. So there's a lot of images there showing the product, and it breaks up also the text. So you have a text that actually then explains the features and benefits here. So they lead with a benefit. You get a higher ball speed, and then they sort of explain how that works with the features of the product. Same here. Get more further away or whatsoever, and then explain what it is. And here again, so they break it really up. So you get a really good understanding what the product is, what the benefits are. Here they go in different variations that you have, and then they show all the specs and feature of the product. So huge difference compared to the very first one, who pretty much did not have any of that. Now, obviously, it takes some work to create this, but a well-written product detail page obviously converts much higher than a page that does not communicate the features and the benefits of the product. Now, there's a couple of things that will help you with writing text if you're not a copywriter at all. So what you can do, for instance, here, obviously you should always look that you don't have any grammar mistakes in there. And one tool that I'm using here is grammarly.com, where you basically just go in there and then do a grammar check on your text. So here I copy it in and it goes through, and then you see here there's actually might or might not be a typo, but it highlights everything that might come up. So 100% sure that you don't have any typos and grammar mistakes in your text, because that will always look bad. Another tool that you can use, which is called Grammar and Spelling Checking by Ginger. So how does that work? So if you have, it's a Chrome plugin. Now, obviously, you can go there and check your text, but one nice feature they have is you can go there, and if you have a sentence or something that you want to rephrase, then just you go on rephrase, and it will give you different options of that sentence. And then you can basically see, okay, which one is easier to read, which is has might work better with a different literary rate. So you see, this is a very nice tool. I recently found that very, very helpful. If you're writing text, you have a sentence that you're not 100% happy with, or you find even a text of a competitor that you like, but you don't want to steal it, you can rephrase this with this Ginger tool. So that's very, very nice tool. Last tool I want to show you is the HemingwayApp.com. It's a free tool, and it shows you the readability of a text. When you see here, this is a poor readability. It has difficult words there. It's a long sentence and whatsoever. And you should always aim for a sentence structure that is in the range of a 6th or 7th grader. Most people don't have a higher readability level, so you should always go for something simple instead of difficult. So that brings me back to the second store we saw, which was very technical. It was very difficult to understand what they were talking about. So you want to have basically a balance between a difficult or a balance between difficulty and readability, so to make it easier for your customer to understand. Now, let's take another one just to show you difference. You see here also grade 16, far too high. So we can work with the text and then bring it down to 14, which they say here, but I would go down to 6 to 7 as a readability grade, just to make sure that most of the people that shop your store will understand what the product is about. Now, in my program, obviously copywriting is part of my program, of my 12-week program, where we dive into on how to optimize your product page to make it easier to digest for your customer. So if you're interested in conversion rate optimization, marketing automation, and other business optimization tools for your Shopify store, that's something I do in my coaching programs. Message me and I will get you all the details. And as always, like, comment, and share this video. And I see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.